The Very Serious Crafts podcast is now on Patreon. Head on over to patreon.com/seriouscrafts to support our podcast and get early access to episodes, find out about our unfiltered only off-week episodes, and more.
You're listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast.
We're very serious crafters, and we craft very serious crafts.
Very serious.
Hello, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 2 of the Very Serious Crafts podcast. I'm Mollie from Wild Olive.
And I'm Haley from Red Handled Scissors. And Heidi is still off working on her super secret project.
Yes.
Today, yes, I know, very, very sinister. Not really at all. Anyway, today we'll be talking about cross-stitch software, glitter pollution, and the return of the stripper cat. That's right, folks. Stripper cat.
Oh, boy. Yes. Yeah. Okay. This is a great way to start. In something maybe less provocative, I am very delighted to tell you that I have not talked about this, but I am very excited because I finally ordered a metric quilting ruler. I have thought about this for a while, and like I kept thinking, I made it so much more complicated than it needed to be. I kept thinking, well, the next time I'm visiting somewhere that uses the metric system, like England, I'll just buy one there and bring it home with me. And then I was like, that is dumb. I should just have my friend who lives in the UK buy it or have it shipped to her and she'll bring it to me. And I was like, that's still really complicated. I just ordered one on Amazon. So anyway, this is how my brain works. But
I approve of the metric system wholeheartedly.
Absolutely.
So and I'm with you on this.
Most of the time, if you use like US patterns, you wouldn't need to use that. Everything is in inches, but I do a certain amount of work for a UK sewing magazine, and then anytime that you have patterns that are given in metric measurements, it's just so much easier. I'm so tired of converting everything all the time that I was like, yay! It was like so easy to do that, and I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. It hasn't arrived yet, but I cannot wait to use it.
I feel like there are a lot of things in my life that would make things so much easier that I don't do for an absurdly long time for no good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
obviously I had complicated it, and that's why I didn't do it just immediately. It took me a while to figure out there's really an easy way to fix this problem.
Yeah, but we're crafters. We need like 37 steps and some photo step outs. That's just how it works.
If there had been photo step outs for how to get a metric quilting ruler, I would have had this so much sooner. That's perfect.
I can draw you some instructions if you want.
Well, now I've done it for myself, so maybe I will create the step outs.
Draw instructions for others. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. How about you? What are you ordering these days?
Well, I'm so two things have been going on in my life in the very recent past.
Okay.
The first was that I got an email yesterday saying that strippercats.com is expiring. And then I laughed until I cried. Yeah, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, oh my goodness. Pause this, go listen to Season 2, Episode 10, and then come back to us. Because it will be worth it.
It will.
It is my favorite episode that we've ever done, and the stripper cats weren't even my fault.
That's absolutely true. The thing that I'm trying to question is how long, like, did you get that domain after that episode, or did you already have it?
No, I got it. Well, I own strippercrafts.com.
Okay.
And I bought it, during the episode.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that part made it into the episode, but I definitely bought it actively as we were talking about it.
Okay.
Because I was surprised that it didn't already exist.
I mean, why had no one else captured that domain before you? It's a mystery.
It is a mystery for several reasons, and I'll just leave those alone.
Okay.
But so the second thing that is going on in my life besides stripper cats is my birthday was on Sunday, and I turned 37, and I like my 30s, so I'm pretty pleased to be entering my late 30s.
Yeah.
And my dad sent me a display case for the Singer So Handy toy sewing machine that he got for me for Christmas. And it looks so good.
Yeah, it looks so good. I mean, the sewing machine is adorable, and now it's like a treasure.
Yeah,
more so.
And so he made the base of it in his wood shop, and then my niece's partner works in, I guess, some plexiglass fabrication.
Okay.
And he, on his lunch hours, apparently made a custom cover that fit perfectly onto my dad's base. And so cool. It was a group effort, and I was so excited when I opened that package.
Yeah.
My dad had me wait and jumped on FaceTime when I told him I was going to open it.
Oh,
and
cool.
So we opened it together, and it's really cool. And I've already sent pictures to Heidi and Mollie because, as it was happening.
Yes.
But I will definitely share it with the rest of the class as well.
Yes, it's very cool. It also kind of makes me think that, like, all adorable little sewing machines should have such a special case to live in.
Oh, I agree completely. I mean, why wouldn't they?
I mean, your dad could have a thriving business if word gets out.
I'm not entirely sure that my dad is looking to add a thriving business to his retirement, but I will let him know.
Okay.
And I do have 2 other tiny sewing machines that might also want cases.
Yeah.
So along with my featherweights,
yep,
I could also start collecting display cases of tiny sewing machines.
Yeah. You could have your own, like, little mini museum.
I kind of already do have my own mini museum. I mean, that's just... Ooh, doorbell.
Oh, okay.
I gotta go get the UPS. I'll be right back.
All right. I'll stay here knitting.
I do hope you were playing hold music while I was gone.
I was in fact doing that.
I'm very glad.
Yes. So before we jump into the bulk of this podcast, we want to give a shout out to some new serious friends of the Very Serious Crafts podcast who are supporting us at patreon.com/seriouscrafts. Many thanks to Karen C. You are the best, as are all of our Patreons. You really make a difference in helping this podcast go on. So thank you.
Yep. I mean, you definitely do. If you wonder, and also getting the emails that say we have a new Patreon supporter, make my day because
yes.
I'm the one who checks the email.
And I don't always get the email, but I visit Patreon and those little notifications. Actually, the notifications for when patrons do anything on the thing, like when they like a post or they leave a comment, it's very joyful. So thank you.
It makes us very happy.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
All right. So today I wanted to bring to the table something that I encountered called the Kirsten Project. Now,
all right.
Here's the funny thing. My sister is not a serious crafter.
Okay.
But I mentioned the Kirsten Project at the dinner table the other day, and she goes, "Oh, is that done by Jessica Quirk?" And I was like, "What?
Wait, is this your older sister or your younger sister?
She's the older of my two sisters, but she is younger than me." And I was like, "What? Yeah, that's who this is. How do you know about this?" She proceeds to tell me like all of this information about Jessica Quirk and how she used to work with a design company and how my sister's been following her for her fashion stuff for a long time and how she did this, and I was like, who are you? It made sense ultimately when I got like the fashion connection, but it was very funny for her to hear the Kirsten Project and know instantly what I was talking about. So here's what this is so that you all know what I'm talking about.
Yes, please share.
Yeah. So Jessica Quirk is all of these things that I've said, and she also happens to love, still, from her childhood days, she loves American Girl dolls. And so she decided that she wanted to make an adult size Kirsten from the American Girl dolls outfit for herself, a full costume.
Oh.
And so she started with...
That wasn't where I was expecting this to go.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely, it's incredible. You will love this. You will,
I am looking at it right now.
Hold on. Like,
wow.
This person, she's one of our people, okay? I have not gotten into a lot of like cosplay things, but this is like historical cosplay at its finest. I know.
Yeah, so, let's be friends with her.
Yeah. Here's what she did. She wanted to make the dress from the book Meet Kirsten, which if you don't remember or you're unfamiliar entirely, it's a blue dress from the 1850s. Her story takes place in 1854, and Kirsten is a Swedish immigrant to the United States, and they live in a little log cabin. And my mom had the Kirsten doll because my family is Swedish, and so that was like a really strong connection for her. And like as an adult, my mom had this doll because she was an adult when these dolls started coming around. But
right. So, I was going to ask. It's like, wait a minute. I remember when they came out.
Yeah. So here's what Jessica did to embark on this project. First of all, she researched like crazy, which already made me love her. And she has all of these posts on her blog as part of this project, and I will obviously link to all of this in the show notes so that you can delight in this as well. But she researched the fashion of the era and the colors that people were wearing and the fabric designs and all of these things, just so that she had a better idea of it, even though she was aiming to match what you see on the cover of the American Girl doll book.
Well, sure, but it's good to know how close they got.
Yes, and she wanted to know what was the research that they did to create these fashions and these different elements for both the illustrations and for the dolls themselves. So she did all of that. The
little pocket is very cool.
Yes. So Kirsten has this detachable pocket, like a pocket you would wear around. I mean, it's really kind of like the old version,
like a chatelaine.
Yeah, a chatelaine,
only not attached to a brooch,
or like the old version of like a hip pouch or a fanny pack, as we would say in the United States.
Sorry, British listeners.
That's not a bad word here. I question whether I should say that in this podcast or not. But
I heard you hesitate, and I really hope you were just going to go for it. And you did.
I did. So, but anyway, it's like a little square pocket, and it has all of this embroidery on it. And she did full research into what those looked like, what existing historical ones looked like, and maybe why they made the choices they did when designing hers from the doll and from the book, and all of those things. She designed her own fabric for it so that she could get the scale accurate, so that like she counted the number of like floral repeats across the chest of the dress on the doll, and then she scaled the fabric so that it would do the same thing for her dress, which is, I mean, I
really think we need to be friends with her.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe this podcast presents an opportunity for this. So like that
we should probably let her know that we have been talking about her.
Yes. I will reach out because Jessica, if you're listening now, we think you're amazing.
Yes.
So she went through all of that, and it, based on what I was reading, it seemed like that was the plan, was just to make the Meet Kirsten outfit. And that was going to be the end of this project. She does other historical sewing. And if you go to her blog and look at the sewing category, you'll see amazing costume pieces that she has sewn. And, you know, with her fashion background, that makes sense that she's putting together really incredible clothing pieces. But but she didn't stop there with the Kirsten project. She made her... what is the book called? I think it's Kirsten's Surprise, or A Surprise for Kirsten. It's her Christmas outfit where she's dressed as St. Lucia. And that's beautiful. That's a little more simple. Then she went on and did the her winter outfit. And her winter outfit is like a long wool skirt with these color bands at the bottom. And a gorgeous sweater, which she discovered in her research is actually based more on a Norwegian design, which, again, interesting that they chose to bring that in, but she did not make the sweater.
The winter skirt's so cool.
Yeah. She found she actually found one of the sweaters that Pleasant Company at the time, the American Girl Doll Company, was selling for girls, but she found a size that would fit her. But she did hand knit the hat, mittens, and I believe she did the scarf as well. Oh, I forgot to say, in her Meet Kirsten outfit, she had the socks custom knit. Even though she does knit, she had those custom knit for her outfit, which is fantastic. But again, with the winter outfit, she looked through and she shares all of her research on the design for the sweater itself, and she has like pictures of vintage pattern books that have almost identical sweaters on them. Fantastic.
Yeah, and she does a really nice job laying it all out.
Yeah, it's really, really thorough, and that's exciting. And now she's working on her springtime, her Kirsten's birthday dress. And one of my favorite things was like, she's been researching the pink gingham fabric and how much she was going to need. And I think she's looking at like how much, if you were making a dress, Haley, how much, what would be the yardage that you would typically buy if you were like, I'm going to make a dress, this is how much I need?
I usually buy about 3 yards unless I'm pattern matching. It depends on whether or not it's going to be a circle skirt. Okay,
right. And it's that circle skirt that changes everything. And now I can't find it. I'm afraid I'm going to misquote it. But I think that she was looking at more like 8 yards to create this dress, because you have these amazing full skirts, but it made me kind of think about the fabric that people were, fashions that people were making, how much was required, why these dresses would have been so expensive then to make. They're expensive now to make. So,
well, and there were also handmade to the person.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the time. I mean, clothes used to be valuable. People used to will them to others. And people, maybe not this late, but
and people took care of things and reused and adapted and all of those things. And yeah, so watching this next, because now that I've found this whole project, and she's going to be working through this next phase of it, to get to see it unfolding bit by bit is going to be exciting. So I just honestly, I found this and fell in love in an instant.
It's so cool, and it's not at all what I expected. Like I'm not sure exactly what I was expecting, but I think I was expecting it to be cheesier.
Yeah, it is not cheesy at all. It's so...
No, it's a deep dive into actual, like, garment history.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. And seeing her pay attention to all of the different details, including the embroidery and the knits and the fabric scale and all of those things, it's not just one thing. It's all encompassing, and I think it's beautiful. So
yeah, it's so cool. And I also I love it when people unselfconsciously throw themselves into projects like this and just really, really go for it.
Yeah.
I think we don't do that enough, especially when we're grown-ups. And like, it makes me like smile and get excited just to look at it.
Yeah. Like she did this because it's making her happy. And there's so much value in that. I mean, not everyone certainly could take on a project of this scale, both in terms of time and money. But I think she actually has done some Kickstarter kinds of things to help make this happen. But it's so delightful.
Yeah, it's really cool. I am delighted to have been introduced to it.
Well, I'm happy to share it with the world. I mean, the world has obviously been finding it already, but in my little circle. I mean, apart from my sister, who knew apparently all about it and didn't tell me.
Come on. Oh, man. Well, I'm not bringing nearly as much delight to the table.
Oh, you always bring delight to the table.
Well, in a certain way. So, I think we probably all know at this point that I really hate glitter.
Yes.
And this has come up several times over the last few years, but it just came up again. The scientific call to ban glitter.
Yes.
And the Daily Mail jumped onto this particular sparkly train. And I mean, the Daily Mail, it's a tabloid.
Yeah.
But they aren't wrong. So there have been a lot of bans on sort of similar products, like the micro beads in like face washes and stuff like that.
Okay.
And glitter itself is microplastic. It's mylar.
Yeah.
And so it's also of a size that marine life can easily mistake for food.
Sure.
And so I'm willing to jump directly behind this push since I hate glitter. And I wouldn't be sorry to see it go. But I really like that there are legal steps being taken to banish glitter from my world. I don't know.
Okay. You might make me cry because I think that glitter is delightful. So I don't know. I mean,
there's edible glitter that's true. Dissolves.
That's true. And obviously, I'm not a fan of the dark side of glitter, but how could something so sparkly be bad? No, I'm joking. I know. I understand all of the.
I didn't say a word.
I understand the science behind it. It absolutely makes sense. The secret is just never throw any glitter away. Just keep your glitter around, making things sparkly.
What are you gonna do with that? Oh. But just in case the Daily Mail is not your cup of tea, I did not mean to make that joke, but here we are. The BBC has also written about it this year. And a couple years ago, apparently, Slate came out with an article that basically says, yeah, you could ban glitter. It'd be nice, but it won't really do anything. It would be negligible. So you can make lots of arguments either way. It sounds good.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you're doing a really solid environmental thing. But frankly, glitter is not the microplastic that's the problem.
Right.
In the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So before anybody asks me, I know, I just don't like glitter. And so I saw the headline and felt glee.
Yeah. Any excuse is a good excuse for you.
Yeah.
I also like, even as someone who likes glitter, I recognize that it is, well, what do people say? Like, it's the herpes of craft supplies?
That's what I say.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
And it's true.
Yeah.
It sticks to you, it stays, it never goes away. You can't get rid of it. Yeah. And lest you think that I am just picking on glitter, I do feel that I should also call out some other, like, common supplies or common methods that are also dangerous. Just to be fair. So, hey guys, resin fumes are bad for you. Also, dyes can be dangerous. Spray paints. Oh man, don't breathe that in.
Would you please tell that to my mother?
Sanding and polishing? Is there a problem there?
Yeah. She's like, like, it's the spray paints, and she's gotten better about spray paints outside instead of inside. But, like, spray mount glue, I'm like, mother, get it out of here.
Oh, boy. Yep. So, yes, all of those things, sanding and polishing using mediums that help that along. All of those things, and many, many more, are actually dangerous, even though we all do them a lot.
Yeah.
And I would just like to take this moment to say, wear eye, lung, or hand protection, or all of them. Because, I mean, especially if you're, say, dyeing something with dyes that aren't natural, you're doing chemistry. So get a respirator. That is all.
This is where the serious part of serious crafts comes into play, right?
I mean, I am the scientific killjoy. That is my role here. Ruining yarn for everyone, dyes, glitter.
I think...
So I'm raining on a craft parade.
Perhaps, but also I'd like to think that it's because you love our listeners and the earth that you say these things.
Yes. I mean, well, I don't like people. But
but you don't want to see harm come to them.
I'm kidding. No. And I like people that I have things in common with, generally speaking. I do not like random humans on the subway. That's more the issue. But
yeah,
I would just... It's important to me that our listeners stay healthy so they can listen to us. Oh, hearing protection. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that
there are just
that is
so
a good
many
one.
things. I mean, you might need a hazmat suit. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm now thinking about the crafts that people are doing which require a hazmat suit.
I mean, if you're like spray painting in strong wind or something like that, I could see reasons that aren't deeply hazardous why you might. I mean, splatter painting. There are lots of reasons why you might want full body coverage.
I don't know if that's a hazmat suit at that point, but
well, I mean actual hazmat suits are probably very expensive. I don't know. A coverall.
Yes, there we go. Okay, that's a little bit more attainable.
I don't know. Anyway, I just felt the need to rain on more parades than just glitter because there are lots of things that aren't doing great service to either the body or the environment.
Yes.
And many of the things I just listed, not all of them, but many, also, aren't great things to, say, wash down a sink.
True.
So,
True.
Be aware.
Yeah.
Look that up.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't want, like some non-yarn version of Heidi's neurotoxin yarn going on. These are, like, things that we should probably be more aware of that are dangerous. Anyway, you don't suspect some things, but other things, it should be obvious, and we shouldn't. I know I have been guilty of ignoring the warnings at times. Certainly, my mother has. So, yeah.
I mean, and me too, and we all do. Well, and I mean, that's really, I think the whole point of this conversation is we do a lot of things without thinking about them, mostly because it's quicker and easier.
Exactly. Oh boy. All right.
Anyway.
Message received.
Great.
All right. So, a little less serious, but still like in the realm of taking things seriously.
Well organized.
Yes. I wanted to talk today about cross-stitch software. Back when I started doing design work, I really didn't ever think this would be on my radar because I design embroidery patterns and I thought that would be the end of it and I wouldn't do cross-stitch. And then I started working with a friend of mine, Susie, who is Lila Louise on Instagram and elsewhere. And we designed some cross-stitch patterns together. It was mostly her, but we kind of partnered up in that way. And I had to find software to actually create the pattern itself. And it was kind of a small thing, and I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on it. And what I came across and decided to use is an app called Stitch Sketch. And it's
like a phone app?
Yeah. I use it on an iPad because it's a lot easier to design on a little bit larger screen. Right. But I think when I bought it, I can't remember if I paid $5 or $10 for it, for the full version of it. I think they have like a smaller version.
Back before subscriptions.
Yeah. I should have checked to see what the current status of it is, but it's still available. And I had a couple people, I recently posted a picture of a pattern that I was working on in the app itself. And I had a few people ask me, what do you use for your design? And so I sent back the information about the app. I am still actually very happy with it. It's not the full kind of thing that a professional piece of software is, but you can design it. It pulls in all the DMC colors. Well, not the most recent additions to it, but all the classic DMC colors.
That's cool.
And you can do backstitch with it and other little drawing elements with it. You can't there's not a simple way to do partial stitches. So that's a downside, but I don't tend to go that direction with my stuff anyway. So that worked out okay for me.
Sure.
It works.
Yeah.
It actually has a lot for an inexpensive program and I've been happy with it. But I keep doing more and more cross-stitch design. And so I've been thinking I should probably upgrade and do like a real program. And I know that obviously you've done a lot of cross-stitch charts. What software do you use?
I do everything in Adobe Illustrator.
Oh my goodness, you're incredible. Oh. Is it hard to set that up?
No, because you can use the internal grid system. And I basically, when I wrote my first book, set up a template that I have then been able to use for every pattern in that book and every pattern in the next 2 books.
Okay.
So,
wow.
I place pixel by pixel.
Yeah. I had tried doing that once.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
But it's much easier to deliver files to, say, a publisher in Illustrator format. But I wouldn't say that it's the quickest way if you're just trying to bang out a pattern.
Right.
But it's probably one of the better ways if you're trying to have really functional, high-quality patterns.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, you can, I don't know if you can do this on other softwares, but select all of one color or something like that, or remove things and move things around really easily. And so that's why I use it.
Yeah, that makes sense. In Stitch Sketch, you can export as a PDF that is fully editable, which is a very nice feature. Cool. So then, like, for my own items, I open it up in Illustrator and can zhuzh things as needed. But when I'm creating cross-stitch patterns for a magazine like Cross Stitch Crazy, they take my PDFs and they work with them, but they also work with another software. And I thought if I ever need to change, I should change to something that they use. So they like Cross Stitch Professional. And
I've never heard of any of these.
Yeah, and then they also told me about Stitchcraft and Pattern Maker for cross stitch. And so I was like looking into them a little bit. And first of all, only Cross Stitch Professional has a Mac version, which is interesting and sad to me that that's it. The other ones tell you, well, you can use it. You just have to run Windows on your Mac. And I just don't want to do that, which is maybe lazy of me. No. But the other ones can be very expensive anyway. Like, by the way, when we're talking about cross stitch software, the less expensive ones are in the like $50 to $100 range. Then you bump into the like over 100 to like 200 is kind of like that mid range. But one of these that I looked at, if you are a professional, they want you to be getting software that's like $700. No, I cannot. I might be serious about this, but I am not $700 serious about this for just cross stitch patterns.
If you're going to do that, get all of Adobe Suite for a year, frankly. But that's interesting. I'm also sort of bouncing around on what seems to be the website for this, and I don't know that I want to trust them with making software.
Okay. I'm glad that that you also noticed that, because I will say the websites do not suggest high-end, beautiful software. Not that the interface looks or design the most important, but yes, exactly. It's not great design. So I'm sure that it's very functional. I mean, this is what places and people use, but I mean, yeah, the really expensive software, it doesn't look like it's been designed recently. Let's say that. I'm sure
yes.
I'm sure that it's regularly updated and you know, keeping functional, but it hasn't had an aesthetic redesign in a while. So I don't know.
I'm maybe torn. It doesn't. I mean, it's functional, so maybe it doesn't need to be anything more dramatically, visually beautiful.
But I there's part of me that goes, how valuable is it for me to spend a chunk of money? Because I'm looking at spending $100 or something for this, and then still have to learn a whole new system when maybe what I've been using actually is still perfectly fine. It might be a little bit more work for people that I send my files to, but I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like if you're getting most of the functionality that you need out of the easy-to-use iPad app, that it's kind of like often snobbery is the reason why people use any given thing. And I don't mean that you are.
No, I know, but it is. That can be a thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, when somebody hears that I designed an Illustrator, they think that I am doing something way fancier than I'm doing. And, I mean, well, it may have had a learning curve. I'm not doing something complicated. And it just happens to be the tool that I have at my disposal already.
Yes.
And, I mean, I might do something completely different if that hadn't been the case.
I mean, listeners, if you have done some cross-stitch pattern design, and I know that I know some people who do that for themselves or for professional reasons, like, and I may reach out to them too, but like if you're listening and you have experience with cross-stitch design software, I would love to hear your thoughts and feedback as to whether or not it's worth it, what you've used. Have you used stuff on a Mac? Because I'm digging into
especially
the research
if you've
on
used
it,
stuff
but,
on a Mac.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love to hear what your experiences have been for, because you can read all this stuff on a place's website, but like what real people are doing with it and how they've felt about it matters so much more to me at this point.
Oh, absolutely. Because probably the people who are doing similar things need similar functionality. And if they're frustrated, chances are good that you might be too.
Yeah.
I would be really interested too, because I don't think I know anybody else who designs their cross-stitch patterns in Illustrator. Embroidery, sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think I know, and I'm fairly certain that I'm doing it the hard way. But
I think that some parts of it are harder, and I bet other parts it's a lot easier, if I were to guess. For some, I mean, speaking as someone who uses Illustrator a lot, there are some things in the app that I use where I go, why can't I just click and do the thing?
Yes.
So I know that there are functions in Illustrator that would be really helpful. So you've probably found some nice middle way that maybe I should play around with. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like nothing is going to be exactly what I want.
Right.
So I may as well just stick with what I already know how to do.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that makes sense.
But that's also kind of a lazy answer to that as well. So,
when you've got
anyway.
stuff to do, you sometimes just have to go with what's going to work for you. So there's not always time to find a whole new way, even if it's easier long term.
Yeah, exactly. So, sort of on the subject of things that are more complicated than I would want to make them. And also, similar to your being in awe of the Kirsten project.
Yes.
With the help of a post from, a Facebook post from Nitty, I think over the summer, have stumbled upon Geschmeide unter Tech, which is an Etsy shop that sells the most ridiculously amazing resin jewelry and other items.
Okay. I just clicked on one of your links here, and one of the things that came up, I was like, okay, I think I have seen these before, but yes, they are amazing.
Yeah. And so the thing that originally caught my eye, and I will definitely link to all of these in the show notes, was knitting, like actual knitting that had clearly been done using pins, like dressmaking pins, and then set in resin, which is, so when you're looking at it, it's sort of like this piece of knitting suspended mid-resin. Which, I mean, the timing of that is really impressive because you would definitely have to do it in layers and know that it was set up to not sink any further. It's just really cool.
Yeah, I mean, really, I was thinking, like, there's layers to this, not just the layers in resin, but, like, the layers of craft involved in this are, like, it's complicated stuff.
It's very complicated. Stuff. And Isabel Kiefhaber is the artist, and she's, unsurprisingly, in Germany, given both the name of the store and her last name. But she does a lot of interesting sort of crafting related things. But one of the things that completely blew my mind is this ring where there's actually pencil writing in the middle of it.
I looked at that. My jaw just dropped as I pulled that up. How?
And I mean, I assume it must be on some sort of clear film, or maybe half the ring was poured, and then it was written, and then the other half the ring was poured. I have no idea.
Right, I see what you're saying there. Yeah, that could be.
If it's being poured horizontally,
right?
But anyway, it is so cool. And her aquarium ones are amazing. And I am just deeply in awe.
She has like these miniature bunnies. They're on like grass and there's little flowers. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like there's a lot of little scenes. There's a creepy zombie one that looks like there's mist and smoke rising, which obviously I like. I mean, I just saw the going aquarium. Like origami ships. Like what? So I keep looking and I keep finding more things that make me so deeply impressed.
And
I'm also very bad at resin. Like it's not a thing that I'm great at. Maybe I don't have enough ventilation. And my brain stopped working. Tried it. I don't know.
I have never tried it, so I don't know how this would go, but like it's definitely intriguing.
Well, it's hard to get to have materials in something without getting air bubbles, because anything porous gives off air bubbles as it's hardening. And so, I mean, you can seal things, and there are certainly a few bubbles here and there because you kind of can't help it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I mean, these are just amazingly clear, smooth pours.
Yeah.
And I just think her work is awesome. And she also has an Instagram where you can see a bunch of her work as well. So I'll link to all of that. But I just, wow.
Yeah, it is definitely wow. Yeah, good find. Good find. And I mean, frankly, the knitting one, just the teeny tiny knitting itself is impressive.
Yes.
So then when you said it in
that
resin,
it's ring-sized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially because you can see the pins. You know how they're not like the big glass-headed pins. They're like the tiny, tiny short dressmaking pins. Like they're small.
When you're talking about a ring, even if you aren't looking at this thing, imagine the scale of what it would be in order to wear on your hand. Like the ring is no wider than a ring that fits around your finger. It's just like a block of it on top. So, whoa.
Exactly. So I'm just so impressed. And also, I will say that there are pieces that involve glitter that I think are beautiful.
There it is. But see, it's forever captured inside resin, so therefore...
Right. It's encased.
Fine.
glitter under control, under strict surveillance, I can handle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like ultimately, I probably would rather have, as much as I love sparkly things on things, rows of jars of glitter are as delightful to me, if not more, than glitter on a project itself. So.
Oh, that's fine with me. Contained glitter isn't an issue.
Yeah.
And I will say that I am absolutely guilty of all of the glitter gel makeup when I was a teenager. So.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Oh, gosh. I was fairy sparkles all the time. So I really don't have much room to talk. I also use the super fine glitter as eyeshadow without any additional gel medium because
Super
it would
safe.
just stick to your skin.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I definitely brought glitter upon my mother's house.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. However, my mother did not mind.
Yeah, your mom's pretty chill. She's pretty chill.
Very. Yeah.
Well, I think that we should bring this very sparkly episode to a close now that we've discussed all of the things. Yes. Thank you so much for listening to the Very Serious, Slightly Sparkly Crafts podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Serious Crafts and on Facebook at Very Serious Crafts. You can also find show notes and all things Very Serious Crafts at veryseriouscrafts.com. And finally, if you are a fan of the Very Serious Crafts podcast, please leave us a 5-star review on whichever platform you use to listen to podcasts. Good ratings help us show up in recommendations, which helps more people who love crafting find us. And now I'm going to go
hooray!
Throw some glitter around and then safely scoop it into a pile and not let it get into landfills or oceans.
I'm so glad you're in the Midwest. And not anywhere near the East Coast.
Yeah. I do every once in a while think of mailing you a very special envelope, but now you'll probably never open
My mother
mail from
has
me.
done that. My mom used to put glitter in all of my birthday or Valentine's Day or anything because my mom sends cards for everything.
I knew I liked Patty.
Specifically, she put glitter and confetti. Mostly confetti by the end of this particular thing. But so I would open it and then just confetti everywhere.
Awesome. And on that note...
So that is some next level trolling.
It is. It is. On that note, I guess this episode is officially over.
Well,
Bye,
all
listeners.
right. I'll see you next time, Mollie. Bye, guys.